Hey, what's up, guys? So look at this problem real quick with me. So the problem says, write a program that takes a input string and outputs the third character of the string. And if you want to take a few minutes and try to figure this out, because programming is just a learning process, so don't beat yourself up too much if you don't figure out the first time. It's all about like memorizing how to do every step, and just kind of, if you mess up, just kind of see the solution and just memorize it and see how they do it and stuff. So there's so much to it. There's so much to this. Just don't beat yourself up about it. So in this example, x equals input. So that's what the user types in and print, and it shows this. And so just take a few minutes and work that out. Pause it if you need to. And so here's what we need to do. So write a program that takes an input string. So obviously this isn't a string, right? And so if you remember correctly, str equals string. So this just converts it to a string if it's not already a string. X equals string, and then this parentheses, you have parentheses around the input. So parentheses, input, parentheses, and then the input is always, it always looks like this. And then what do you think the third character of the string is? So if you remember correctly, the third character in Python is, it starts at 0 and then 1, 2, 3, and so on. And of course, if you go backwards, it's -1, which is the last character. So the third character is 0, 1, 2. So in here, these brackets right here, so these brackets right here, it shows the location of the x, location of x, because x is just whatever you put in here. And then if you just run it, correct answer. All right, that's it. We go to another exercise. All right, if you want to look at this won't be an easy one for you, but this is just sort of like a formula in Python. And so it says, write a program to output the letters A, B, C, and D, each on a separate line. And there's a few ways to do this, but they want a specific way. And of course, it shows the hint. You can add 3 quotes to add new lines. So if you want to take a few minutes to look this one over. All right. So when you do this, let's see, 3. When you do 3 quotes, it automatically has 1 on each line. Let's do run. Yep. So it just has 1 on each line. All right. So on this problem, you're given a task to write the word hi 42 times, and then you just write a program. Create a program to output hi 42 times without any separators on the same line. Remember, the hint is, remember you can multiply strings by numbers. So if you want to take a few minutes and look this one over, you can pause it and look this one over and see how to do this. You just gotta, in programming, you just gotta think really hard. If you're a beginner, just think really hard and see what you would do to make that happen. All right, so okay, there's print, and then with print, it outputs whatever you put in there. So you have to have a parentheses, right? And then hi, it shows hi, that's a string. And so you put hi in parentheses, right? I mean, in quotations. And then if you want to make hi times it 42 times, this is the times right here. Multiplication is just a star right here. And then 42, it doesn't need any quotations because it's just a number. It's not a string, it's just a number. And so let's just see what that does. Oh, we don't need that. And then, so that's what I have. Print height times 42. And let's do that. Yep, that works.